Call the annual Auburn Water District budget meeting to order.
And I will call the Auburn Sewer District budget meeting to order.
Perfect. I will give a quick presentation. I don't know, Steve, you might have to rubberneck around. This presentation will kind of give a rundown of both budgets, the district, and the capital project. So we'll just run through this kind of quick. Got our famous Randy Holmes up on the cover there.
Randy Holmes Car Wash.
District staff. You know, right now we have 27 full-time employees. We do have one vacancy on the sewer district right now. We're actually have quite a few people applied for that, and we're currently interviewing, so you see that getting filled pretty soon. In the 2026 budgets of both districts, we are funding an additional full-time employee. This employee will primarily focus on asset management, GIS mapping, and assisting our engineering departments. So you see that in red on the org chart there, kind of bottom center. 2026 capital projects, you've got your water projects at the top, the sewer at the bottom. This is in both budget packets. $4 million in capital work for the water district, biggest project being the water meter replacement at $2.6 million. We've got $750,000 for the Lakeshore Drive MPI project, and then the rest of the money is going to be funding, construction projects, which those streets are subject to change because I know the city just got an assessment done of their streets and they're revising their CIP. So I will have to revise the names of the streets, but we're going to do that much work. But when you guys approve the budget, you're really only approving that number, $4 million for capital work. So we've always had some flexibility with switching the names of streets as we get closer to construction. On the sewer side, the big projects, $2.2 million is going to be the Washington Street pump station. We've kicked that can as far down the road as we can. The station desperately needs it. We're closing in on 100% design drawings, and we will have that project out to bid this winter. The rest of the money, we've got a big project on Poland Road at the Taylor Brook Bridge, and we're going to be doing an infiltration study and some other relining, paving projects, and miscellaneous stuff. About $3.2 million in capital work on the sewer side. Both districts are in good financial state. Mike looked at some accounting standards. The water district, if you look at our gross revenue of $4.6 million, and this is based off from our audited financials in 2024. And if you look at our total debt service payments, we're at 20.53%, which is really good. I've been meeting with a lot of other superintendents and talking with other districts that are on that hairy edge of 50%. We're in really good shape. Same on the sewer side. Sewer's in a little better shape than water is. We're at 15.2%. We don't have a lot of debt, which is really good because there's a lot of work out there that needs to be done. Puts us in a good financial position to bond and get work done as needed. Water district side, again, big projects for 2026. Metering infrastructure, we're upgrading. The additional capital, $1.3 million in capital work. The big focus is going to be asset management and 5-year capital improvement plan for the district. That's going to be a big focus this year. Here's where we sit as far as rates go. You can see I've got the yellow arrow where Auburn is. This was based off 2022 data PUC had available. I know for a fact that 75% of these districts have raised their rates since 2022. Some of them quite substantially, some cases 10, 20% rate increases. This is where Auburn is going to sit after our 8% increase. So we're still, not only do we have very low debt, our rates are really low. So we're in good shape. Again, I know you have all seen this, but if the public was here, this would be for their benefit. This is kind of the summary of our water district budget. This page kind of tells it all. The rest of the sheets in your budget basically are just supplemental that support the different line items. Our revenue up at the top, total metered sale on the water district side is about $3 million. The rest of the revenue coming in is from various fire protection to interest to cell phone towers on properties. Is where we get our total revenue of $4.7 million. On the bottom of the page is where you get into your expenses, our payroll, our budget, our benefits, our watershed commission, management of the treatment plants, and the operations of our facilities. If you go down, you see our bond payments for this year, $864,000, and then you'll see in parentheses at the bottom, you know, we basically don't have enough to cover total expenses. That's where we need to raise our rates 8%, and we need to bond money to cover this. So that kind of gives a summary of the budget. Here's kind of the highlights on the water district side. I know I just mentioned this, 8% rate increase. Again, we're going to be bonding money. Health insurance went up 25% this year. Our cost of living went up 3.5. The rest of our expenses in the budget, we use a 3-year average. So that generally has worked well for us. There was a significant increase in the Lake Auburn watershed protection budget this year, but that was anticipated. We knew about this last year. It goes along with the septic inspection program. So there won't be any other large jumps for that program moving forward, just regular, cost of living increases and such. And again, the water budget shows additional revenue this year coming from the sewer district for metering, which is based off from depreciation as opposed to a flat rate in previous years. Sewer district side, big projects. Again, Washington Street Pump Station, $2.2 million. We do have additionally $1 million in capital projects planned for 26, and our big focus is going to be asset management and capital planning and development of a 5-year CIP for the district. Really help us plan out our financial needs. Is going to be a big focus this year. Where's the sewer district as far as rates go? We're just much like the water district, we're in really good shape. This is based off current data. I do belong to a group of the Maine Water Environment Federation where we have a Google Drive, a bunch of superintendents, we share all our data and we regularly update this. So this was pulled from live data. This is exactly where we're going to sit after the rate increase. So again, we're some of the lowest rates in the state, and I only looked at smaller, larger districts. So we're in good shape. The summary of the sewer district budget, very similar to the water. Your revenue's up at the top. Metered sales are higher on the sewer district side, but we've taken less miscellaneous revenue. Again, we've got $4.3 million coming in through metered sales. Your miscellaneous revenue from CDs and shared debt with the city and other miscellaneous jobbing, equates to $4.6 million in revenue. You got your expenses below, payroll, LACWA, the wastewater treatment plant, obviously being our biggest expense, in addition to pump stations, buildings, and keeping everything running, makes up all of our expenses. So you can kind of see how that trickles down on the sheet. You see our debt, $506,000 we have to pay out in debt this year. You see in red there where we don't have enough money to make things work this year, so we're going to be raising rates and we're going to be bonding to make up the money necessary to do all the capital and equipment and operational stuff. Here's some kind of breakdown of the increases. Again, we mentioned 8% rate increase, the Washington Street Pump Station being the big driver. The health insurance increase, cost of living increase, the rest is 3-year average. The increase at LACWA was quite significant this year, and that was they're now starting to pay down their debt for the new storm surge tank. So that's our cost of LACWA went up by about $240,000 this year. Again, another big driver of the sewer budget. So a significant increase to us.
Is this over and above the 4.2 mil?
Yeah, they borrowed an additional $15 million. We put up front $4 million. City of Lewiston put up front $9 million, and additionally they borrowed 15.
Okay, and this is our portion of
So
it.
now they're paying down. Right now, we're paying for 28% of the debt retirement of the bonds they took out.
I thought what was the original amount was the end amount.
No, it's a $30 million tank. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's not just the tank. It's pump stations. It's infrastructure. It's quite a project. AWSD Future. I've been working closely with the city. They are doing their comp plan. The city of Auburn is looking to grow, and they're looking to foster more growth. What does that mean for us? That means increased responsibilities, more customers, more flow, more stations, pipes, meter infrastructure. The result is going to be this organization is going to continue to grow. We're going to be looking at our staffing needs here this coming year. We're going to be looking at our facilities, as you both know. We've been looking at that and planning for the future. And we're also studying our treatment up at Lake Auburn. Do we extend intakes? Do we put in filtration? Do we rely on in-lake treatments? That's going to be a lot going on in the next year or so on those fronts. A big thing, something that I've been really trying to get to the forefront, is our asset management and CIP development. In the past, when our roof leaked, we'd fix the roof. When we had a failure at a pump station, we fixed the pump station. But we really have no financial plan. Well, we don't have it planned out. Well, when are we going to replace the roof here? Let's not let it leak. Let's fix it proactively. So that's something we're going to be working on building and laying out so that we can anticipate our financial needs in the future a lot better. My predictions on some of these things, our water treatment facilities, I was told when I was hired here 13 years ago we'd have a filtration plant within 5 years. Well, it hasn't happened yet, but I do think you're going to see some modifications up at Lake Auburn in 1 to 5 years. The trending water quality, the trending environment, we need to be in front of that, and we need to be ready for some changes up there. The new operations facility, we're out of space. We're parking stuff outside. It's not efficient to, we're trying to bring stuff up the street, park it behind a closed fence. We're going to be looking at a new operations facility in the next 2 to 3 years. So it's just my predictions. And the final summary, going into 26, both districts are in great financial position. But we will be facing some large challenges in the next few years, including multi-million-dollar upgrades to the treatment facility, to our operations facility, and to continue to repair and replace our aging infrastructure. I don't know if you all heard this, we just fixed the water pipe today that was from 1910. So there's a lot more pipe out there like that. We need to be proactive and keep replacing our infrastructure. As our system grows in volume and complexity, we will likely need additional staff to continue providing quality service to our customers. Moving forward, we will require intense asset management, capital improvement planning, along with discussions about appropriate rate structures. I think we need to get to a position, rather than raising the rates every 4 to 5 years, 8 to 10%, we need to be on an annual basis, 1, 2, 3% as needed. Trying to keep up with inflation and keep these 8, 10, 16, 20% increases we've had in the past, try to avoid those and just keep up with it. But that's what I had in the presentation. Otherwise, we're in good shape, and things are going well.
Questions from water district trustees?
Any questions of sewer trustees?
It's always good news. So now you'll close, both districts have to vote to close the joint workshop, and we'll call to order the public hearing. If you find, would you just check, make sure there's nobody from the public trying to get in from the front door?
All right, I'd entertain a motion to close the public meeting on the Auburn Water District budget.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
I would move to close the sewer district meeting.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Bingo.
So now we can open another meeting and be in a public hearing. Mike's going to make sure there's no members of the public outside banging the doors to get in. Doesn't look like it. So you guys will call this meeting to order and take a couple of votes in this.
All right, I call the Auburn Water District annual budget meeting to order.
And I call the sewer district budget meeting to order.
Would anyone like to make a motion to approve the 2026 Auburn Water District budget showing total revenues of $4,731,721 and total expenditures of $8,936,831.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you.
Second.
All right, any discussion? All in favor? Thank you.
And I would call the motion on the sewer district budget for a total of $4,674,019 in revenues and expenses of $7,973,610.
So moved.
I move that budget.
Second.
All those in favor?
No, we have public here. No.
Sewer trustee.
Oh, and
I was told to be here at 5:30.
Oh! Sorry, he's a sewer guy, oh.
somebody higher up, huh?
I don't know. I didn't realize it started at 5.
I apologize if I didn't get that
I guess we take, entertain a motion for adjournment.
I move that we adjourn.
Second. All right. All in favor?
I would look for a motion from the sewer district to adjourn.
I move that the sewer district adjourn.
Second. All those in favor? Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yes, thank you, Steve. Back to you.
So